I'm trapped. Yes, I am trapped. And what I mean by that is I can't go over to that area of the studio because I've got a very big product sitting over there in my recording area that I cannot share with you quite yet. Now, I mentioned a new video series coming up, well, 2 new video series. One of them I've started recording yesterday. The first video has turned out really well, so I'll probably be able to share it with you sooner rather than later. I think in yesterday's video I said it'd be a couple of weeks. It might even be as early as the weekend. So, super excited about that, but it means that I can't record over there because otherwise I will spoil the surprise. So I'm sitting here in this corner of the studio where I present plenty of my videos. You can see I've had to move this. This normally sits over on my other desk, but I've had to move this over here to accommodate the other product. And sitting on top of it, I'll show you actually, I'll give you a little sort of brief first look at this. Now this is the Panasonic Lumix DMC FZ1000. If you haven't seen the unboxing, it actually went up on the channel yesterday, or actually the day I'm recording this, but yesterday for you guys, and I'm really impressed. It's a really nice camera, very, very nice indeed. I think the highlights for me are the fact that it's got a really long reach lens with optical image stabilization. The controls are so familiar because it's pretty much like my Panasonic GH4, which I use to record all of my main YouTube videos. And Panasonic also included a 3.5mm microphone jack just here, so you can put a lapel microphone in, or a Rode Video Mic Pro, something like that on the top, and manually adjust the video levels, or the audio levels I should say. And it's just really nice, very nice quality camera. Lovely grip on it as well. Oh, and something else, it's got an EVF in it, electronic viewfinder, and I actually think the EVF in this is better than on the GH4. It is so crystal clear. It really is impressive. I keep mucking up what I'm saying. I'll try again. The fact that this FZ1000 records in 4K as well is amazing. Now, I haven't tested it yet, but I've got no reason to doubt that it will be every bit as good as the 4K recording on the GH4. It's missing some of the higher end settings, but the setting that I use for most of my YouTube videos, which is 100 megabits per second, this will deliver very similar looking video. I'm just hoping that the lens delivers as well, but no reason to doubt it anyway, and I will bring you a video sample very soon. Now, I've also been using this. This is the Jolla smartphone, and I've got mixed feelings about it because it's a nice idea, but I don't know, it's just not doing it for me at the moment. So this is the Jolla smartphone, and it's a refreshing change. You know, it's not bad. It's got so many different gestures that you have to learn. This is obviously the app drawer, and then if we swipe this way, it goes back to the main home screen. We can also gain access to sort of this lock screen, and then if we pull down again, it gives you extra options at the top, like here, turn on sounds, because I've got it muted at the moment. And I think there's a gesture this way as well, is there? No, there's not. I just keep forgetting the gestures. We've also got tiles here as well, which allow us to get into applications that have previously been running nice and quickly. And it's just trying to remember all of the different gestures. There you go, there's another one there. So this is sort of notifications. It's, like I say, okay, we can clear notifications up here. It's just so different. I think the thing that sort of lets it down a little bit for me is the hardware's nice, and they've been very sort of brave in the way they've done this interface, but the screen resolution's not fantastic. The brightness is okay, but it's a very reflective screen, as you can see, with not fantastic viewing angles, and it's just okay. I was hoping for it to really impress me because it's something so different, but I suppose I just need to spend a little bit more time with it. I've got it for about sort of another 4 to 6 weeks, so I will experiment with it a bit more. I do like the styling of it though. I like this sort of 2 slab-like design, and there's a definite different shape to the back portion than there is on the front. So, and what I mean by that is if you look at its side profile on, you can see here that we've got a definite square finish to the top section, and then this rounded edge on the back plate, which is nice. It's a nice refreshing change. So it's not all bad, it's just going to take a little bit of getting used to. Now, I also keep getting asked, am I going to get a Microsoft Surface Pro 3? I think I've had the question at least 20 or 30 times now via social networking and emails, etc. And I might get one in. I'm very interested in trying it. I think the main thing that stops me is obviously the operating system, because I'm used to using Mac OS X. And also the pricing, because if you spend around about £1,000 or say £1,100 on a Surface Pro 3, for not the base model, if you go to sort of the middle ground models with a decent amount of storage and either a Core i5 or Core i7 processor, you're spending £1,000 to maybe £1,200, which is a big investment. You know, that's a lot to spend on something that you might not get a lot of use out of. And I don't want to just buy it in just for the sake of buying it to look, because my rule, as you may or may not know, is never to buy review products in. I just think that if I buy a review product in, it sort of could colour my opinion of the product, because the natural instinct of somebody is if you buy a product, you're going to want it to be good because you've spent your money on it. And if I review something and then sell it on, I lose money. So it doesn't generate enough revenue through the views and through ad revenue to cover the cost of the product. Nowhere near, not even a fraction of the cost. You know, it's just an area that I don't even go into. I just don't do it. So do I buy one in to use? You know, that's the difficult decision. I have a small budget for doing things like that, but is it going to be a waste of time? And because I'm used to Mac OS X, and yes, I primarily use Apple computers because that's my platform of choice, if I look at that £1,000, that would buy a MacBook Air, you know, the new generation MacBook Air. And the MacBook Air has a great screen, a great operating system that I'm used to. It'll be more productive for me. I don't have the additional expense of buying a keyboard because, of course, the Surface Pro 3 and all of the previous Surface Pros and the Surface RT and the Surface 2 are tablets. And if you want the keyboard functionality, you have to spend another £100 plus, up to about £120 or £130, depending on what you choose, to get keyboard functionality. So do I want that? You know, am I limiting myself by having to buy two separate products for more money than buying a MacBook Air that I'm ultimately very used to and would be very pleased with? You know, I've had a MacBook Air before. So I'm undecided at the moment. If I get one, obviously I'll share it with you on the channel. If I don't get one, then I'll probably be very happy that I've waited, because a Retina MacBook Air might come out. Or at least it was rumoured, or at least it's rumoured up here. You know, I'm really hoping that Apple do one in the future. I really do wish that they do a Retina MacBook Air. That would be the ultimate sort of ultrabook or very portable laptop for me. The only thing that was lacking when I had my 13-inch MacBook Air was in fact the screen resolution. That's the only thing that really let it down. The portability, the performance, it was good enough to even edit the occasional video on. Very, very good indeed. So I'm just hoping that Apple deliver us something in that arena very soon. And whilst we're talking about rumoured products, what about the iWatch? Are Apple even doing one? Are they going to enter the smartwatch arena, or do they really see it as a category that they don't want to get into? Are they working on something else that they're going to surprise us all with? There's been a lot of talk from Apple about a new category or them entering new categories, so I'm hoping that the latter part of this year we'll actually see something exciting from Apple. And on the subject of Apple and new product releases, let me know in the comments section below what you either expect or what you want or what you've seen rumoured that would be really awesome if Apple delivered it. Just let me know what you want in the comments section below. So let's catch you up on what I've actually been doing today. And if you hear some noise in the background, apologies. The workmen are working. If you watched yesterday's video, you'll have learnt that they were rained off. So anyway, on with what I've been doing today. Well, yesterday, very briefly, I did video recording and some editing. And then today I've been finishing off two videos that I've been working on. One of them is really discussing what a full-time YouTuber or content creator actually does on a day-to-day basis to create videos for their channel. And it goes into the pros and cons, tips and tricks, how to do effective video thumbnails, video descriptions, video tags and keywords. And then the second video discusses the pros and cons of working from home or from a small office, things about insurance, things about time management. And each of these two videos has actually got two different versions, so 4 videos in total. And the two condensed versions that are a bit sort of shorter, about half the length, they're actually going to be uploaded onto the main YouTube channel. And then the extended length versions, which go into more depth into each of the subjects that I discuss, they're going to be for patrons only. over on patreon.com/Geekanoids, or if you want to use the shortcut, davidcrier.uk. There is a link in the video description. And I just hope that somebody gains something from these videos. I love doing the how-to videos and the advice videos because that's my sort of end goal really, is I do the reviews because it hopefully will help people in their buying decisions. I don't want somebody to buy a product if it doesn't deliver on the manufacturer's promises. I don't want them to spend too much on a product. You know, if it's worth waiting for a month or two till the price drops, or if it's a camera and the audio's terrible on it, or the audio's fantastic, you know, those sort of things really help. And then when I do the advice videos, if it helps somebody make a decision or gives them some tips that makes their day-to-day life or working life easier, then that's fantastic. You know, that's what I really enjoy, is when I get feedback and say that I've helped somebody, which I get from time to time, and it's really humbling. So I hope that those 2 videos that will be out really soon actually help. What else have I been doing? Oh, thumbnails. This very long video series, which is 12 or 13 videos, of which I'm still waiting to finish the last video. I've been doing the thumbnails for all of those videos, so I've created all of those in Photoshop. It takes a long time to do that actually, creating a template first of all, so that all the thumbnails have the same sort of theme, and then creating the individual thumbnails for each of the videos. So I've been working on that, and then also doing some thumbnails which I've got to finish off a little bit later today, for the product that's sitting, I almost put my hand off camera then, the product that's sitting over there. I'm not going to tell you what it is. I'm a tease, aren't I? But anyway, that's been my day. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I'm going to get on with the rest of my day now. This evening I'll probably just be relaxing with a little bit of television, maybe some nice food. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day too. Please do hit that like button, and of course, as I say this in every video, I'm not going to end it quite the same as yesterday, because people say stop asking us to subscribe, so I'm not going to ask you. But what I am going to say is just leave me some comments, because I love reading them and replying to them, of course, as well. So thanks very much for watching again. I'll see you all again tomorrow. Thank you very much for watching. If you want to see another video of mine, please do click the annotation on the top of your screen now. And also, you can click the annotation on the bottom of your screen and subscribe to the Geekanoids channel. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all again next time.